to process grief. What is grief? What is it that grief? When we think about someone who's going to have to die, or who is going to die and pass to the other side, what is happening in us when we've had bad news about someone we loved? Process the grief. I can't play piano because I've got someone in the house and I don't feel free. So I cannot express in music tonight. It is why I'm recording myself, to see if I can process. What is happening with a reasonable mind? So much gas is produced in the stomach when crying. It always surprises me that. So what is happening with grief? First of all, can I be in myself, in my body right now? I feel my feet in the shoes that are lightly touching the ground. I feel my ankles itching, my knees, my thighs resting on the stool, my shoulders that are slightly hunched, to relax them. I feel tension in my shoulders and neck. In my head, I feel tension here, tension here, all I want to do right now is cry. Because this is a deep grief that started a long time ago when I was maybe 7 or 8, I think. And when I was sent on a holiday, and they were killed. This is the same that is happening today. I was worried for the last few weeks about who could look after Put-Puts when I went on holiday. But now I don't need to. Well, I will need to do something about her. I went to the vet this afternoon for the first time since I've had her, which is 3 months. The vet looked at her feet. She said there was an issue, neurologic issue with the nerves, that her tendons work contracting, but they do not work, the ones on top don't work to expand. She said her crest being to the side was not a good sign, and it is true I had heard that before, but she was born like that. So maybe she was born damaged and something triggered this illness to come to her. Maybe it's not rat poison that she ate. I feel like I'm deep in a pool of mud, of grief, and I'm swimming in it. And parts of me are enjoying grieving. Enjoying as in need to grieve. Because the holiday puts needing to die. Because she cannot heal. And she will not heal. It's difficult for someone who would post a comment on one of my videos with a hand in it, with a knife, saying, is a chicken a pet or is it for food? It's hard for those people, I suppose, to understand once we get attached to an animal and that we can show it love to more than a person. I know it's a homeopathic symptom when we can love animals better than people. I know there's something not quite right in the heart area, but it is the way I am for now, and I'm aware of it. So I'm recording this to help myself process the grief that I feel, which is linked to when I was little. And the chickens I loved so much. They were mostly rescue chickens, but was there some, I don't remember it being some that were born. There must have been some that were born on the farm. But I loved them more than I loved the people. I loved my chickens more than I loved my family. It's to say that there was already a dysfunction in the heart area when I was little, already. And today, having had this hen for 3 months, having seen her near death several times, and her being so perky now, so bright, but so much in pain with her feet, because she can't open them. When I did the therapy session the other day, I thought it was my ego that told me that, but it was apparently my higher self, which said I should have killed her. Earlier, and I should kill her now. but I am not ready yet. I love her a lot. It is a way that she gets up and will walk towards me and lets me pick her up. And how still she lays in my arms. It's hard to talk and grieve at the same time. It's not very productive, is it? It's really funny how the veins swell up when crying. Are they swelling on the other side as well? Because that would be an interesting symptom, wouldn't it? No, they're mostly swollen on the left side. How interesting. Well, self-observation has stopped me crying anyway. So let's go back. Oh God, I wish I was alone in the house. Go back to grieving. The grieving process. What do I need to do to help myself go through this? Because it is linked with the past, and it's linked with a wound that was never healed from childhood. I know we mustn't look at the past and think we are victims, and I don't want to be a victim of my past. I'm not, it's just the way it was. But nevertheless, it latches onto the past and brings this situation today so I can face it. And to go back to the therapy the other day, the QHHT, the higher mind said that this had happened she had come into my life so I could love her and let her go. Is it the thought that I want to have anything to love? I've got all the other chickens, but obviously they don't have the same because they are more shy than she is with me. I feel like I can only love chickens because they're safe. And one thing I'm upset about is that she cannot heal, that the healing I did on her couldn't save her, couldn't open her feet. And again, I have to accept that I'm not that developed as a healer. If I couldn't heal her. But also maybe it was her time to go when I found her in the field. And she would have been pecked to death. So she's abnormally still alive. Artificially, nearly. So, the grief. Never mind the judgment about love, about feeling overwhelmed by what's happening. How do you feel grief? Here. What does it look like? It looks like a grey, slimy energy. A bit like dirty mucus. And do you feel it anywhere else? Yes, I feel it in my lower abdomen. It's here. Like a bag of pain, a flat bag. What do you want to say to this pain? I want to say to the pain, the emotional pain, because it's not physical. Thank you for being there and helping me resolve the grief from the past, which I was not able to cope with at the time. Thank you for bringing this into my life. So today I can learn to let go. Let go of this bird. To whom I have felt very close to. And the feelings of love I have had towards her, I can say them without any shame. Because I wouldn't fall out with her. I couldn't. How could I, unlike a human? Is there anything else you want to say to this pain? To the child of you that you were then? I want to say to her, you can survive this. You have so much hatred towards your family, but you can survive this. Learn to love yourself, even if nobody has taught you how to do that. Do your best to learn it quick. I can't even give you any advice of what you could do any different at 8-year-old. Surrounded like you are with the people who are in your life. All I say to you, little girl, is courage. Courage, because one day you'll find so much beauty. You will be amazed and you will be grateful to have gone through what you did go through at the time. That to some people, animals are just there for food, and for others they are there to have pets. And that it is difficult to not need meat for a human, because it is so delicious. And I feel the body needs it. But when faced with an animal that has been loved, that has to go to the other side, it feels so cruel to kill it. Go back to the pain, please. Go back to the feeling. How does your body feel? It comes from the belly up into the throat, just tearful. Is there anything you can do to let this sound out? Maybe. If I was to let the smallest sound out, I feel I can't entirely let go what I need to let go because I'm not alone. But this is the best I can do at this time. How do you feel now about the grief? I feel better. But not if I think, shall we go and see her? A last time. No, Put-Puts. Where are you going, my Put-Puts? Do you want to go to bed? Yes? I'll prepare your hay. It's so hard to let you go. I love you so much. I'm sure you're smiling for the camera, aren't you? We're a bit strange humans, aren't we, Put-Puts? Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for doing your best to heal even if you can't. Thank you for being born. Thank you for all your eggs. Thank you for your friendship and all your beautiful sons. There's a fit. Allez, Put-Puts. Oh! Yes, come on, Zen. Come on, my little hand. You're so funny. Allez, time for bed, Put-Puts.